all the releases that happened the past few years, there seems to be one entry that a lot of people have forgotten. Now with compact SUVs, crossover SUVs, and pickup truck-based SUVs, there's that one model that I think you should consider. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and here's something you may have had forgotten, but you should really consider. The Ford Everest 4x2 Sport Turbo. First of all, I want to talk about this color. It's a really special looking color, but it's not black, guys. It's not dark blue. Ford calls it raceway blue. Now the differences between the sport variant with the Everest and the other ones are these blacked out panels. You usually find chrome bits on the normal Everest, but right here, it's all blacked out, and I like it. You got, of course, your LED headlamps, LED fog lamps, and it gives an Everest, although it's been in the market for quite some time, a great refreshed look. Now personally, I'm a truck guy and I like the Ford Ranger Raptor, but you know guys, my girlfriend actually doesn't like trucks and doesn't find a perfect practical use for it. So for those guys who are looking for some sort of compromise, who are looking into the Raptor but needs an SUV, this is Ford's answer for you. It's got those dubs, those huge 20-inch mags, the high ride height, the really chunky stepboard, and of course, something that's care of the Raptor School of Design, the sport badging right here at the side. You can really appreciate this raceway blue colorway on the side profile. It's also got those nice roof rails on top. I said that the Everest has been in the market for quite some time now, but it still looks macho, still looks really refreshing. One of the magic tricks of the Ford Everest Sport is, of course, this one. This may be the mid-grade level, but check this out. Power tailgate. You can actually open the rear tailgate with your key fob. And of course, if you want to close that down, easy as just pressing a button. It gives you access to all that space inside, which of course the third row you can fold it flat for all of your bigger items. Continuing the theme from the front, of course, it's those blacked out bits. Got this blacked out lower bumper here, and of course the Everest badging, which I really love. So interior amenities for the Ford Everest Sport 4x2 Turbo, you really don't expect a lot of the amenities here to be in a mid-variant SUV. While most of its contemporaries would go ahead and give you hard touch plastics, not in this one. I actually mistook this as the top of the line model because of how much soft touch material is around. You got this leather wrapped steering wheel, you got a leather wrapped dash with nice blue stitching here. The blue stitching continues over to the steering wheel, the side door panels, your armrest, even your shift boot here, and I gotta say, it really has a really premium feel inside. One thing that I really like here is this nice bluish carbon fiber trim around the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. You actually see that as well on the door panels. Now you guys know exactly how I hate piano black, so it's nice that they actually gave this some sort of pattern so that they can go ahead and break the monotony of black. So yeah, nice one, good job Ford. Still has the automatic climate control here, which I still find kind of iffy because you can still have that on your screen, so they might as well have used this for something better anyway. The shift knob is nice, it's nice and chunky here. You got your control panels on your steering wheel to control your cruise control and your media buttons and your call buttons. Another feature that this does has, like I said earlier, is the power adjustable seating for the driver. Well, you won't find that in the passenger seat, but you know, it's nice to have that here. One thing that I do love from Ford's systems is this 8-inch touchscreen infotainment screen that has both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It has Ford's Sync 3 system. It's very intuitive, very responsive, and that's I'm a simple guy. All I want is to have a touchscreen that can, you know, integrate my smartphone and doesn't give you any lag, and I'm happy. All right, so we got a lot of cup holders as well. Ford really went ahead and pulled out all the stops to give you all the kit that it can inside this Ford Everest. Let's check out the second row seats and I'll give you more information about that. All right, now this is the reason why you get an SUV. It's the rear space for your passengers. I know that pickup trucks have a second row seats, but they can't be as comfortable as this one. The seats are really soft, they're nice, and they're actually kind of reclinable as well. You can adjust the headroom right here, but one thing that I do love is the center armrest with nice cup holders that actually fold out real nice and smooth. Aircon vents in the rear. I got a lot of knee room and leg room for myself, as well as headroom right there. One quirk that I find in the rear is instead of having USB ports, you have this single little knob to control your AC vents right there. But apart from that, nothing else. You got small bottle holders on the side. I really find that knob kind of odd being there alone. It's like there could have been a lot more stuff in there, but yeah, I guess Nobby here is a introvert. All right, I'm gonna give this a shot. Let's check out the third row seats and see if I fit in there. Fingers crossed. So getting the third row seats requires you to be a little bit more of a contortionist, because in order for you to do that, so you need to fold the seats down. Now, for some reason, we can't find a way to tumble this forward. I guess you can't, so let's check this out. All right. Oh no. Okay, there is barely any room left for me to sit at the back here. My knees are definitely banging against the front of the second row seats. Even my head definitely hits against the ceiling here, so no. For guys 5'10.5" and above, you won't be able to seat in the back. Probably smaller guys would be able to fit here. Anyway, let's get out of here. I want to check this out for a drive. See you guys. The worst part is, in order for the seats to get pulled down, you're gonna have to ask some other guy to pull it back for you. No, you have to do this. That's enough. Won't be doing this anymore. All right, so we're behind the wheel of the Ford Everest Sport 4x2 Turbo. How do I feel about it? We've been driving a lot of crossover SUVs lately. You know, these crossovers with unibody construction. But once you get back behind the wheel of a legit diesel-fed SUV, you definitely start to feel what you're missing out on when you, if you do choose those gasoline-powered crossovers. I mean, this thing has 177 horsepower, so you feel the power right there, and 420 newton meters of torque. Those power figures are definitely not something that you can find on those popular small crossovers. Now, the thing about the drive here is that it's powered by a 2-liter single-scroll turbocharged diesel engine. Some people might say that's basically the same engine from the Raptor. No, it's not. The Raptor has a twin-scroll turbocharger. If you're familiar with the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x2, this is the same engine that's in it, basically. It's pretty nice to be inside, to be honest, even though it has 20-inch wheels. Usually if you get 20-inch wheels, you'd expect the ride to be rough, harsh, but no. Thanks for the fully independent suspension, both in the front and the rear. It's nice. It's not at all floaty, but it's comfortable. Now, steering is awfully light. Usually I myself would prefer my diesel-fed SUVs to have hydraulic steering, but this one has electronic power steering, and yeah, it gives you that easy steering feel, this light feel that stiffens when you're at speed. But the trade-off with that comes in road feel. Now that could be a good thing, either a good thing or a bad thing, because some people they just want an easy drive, they just want a comfortable drive, but of course there's that other part of the market that actually wants that road feel. So take that as you may. Now, the 10-speed automatic transmission is well mated to that engine. I mean, even if you just set it on drive, it's fine. It's not gonna start hunting for gears at all. The guys at Ford were able to finally tune the transmission in a way that it's not obtrusive and it's more in line, it's more synchronized with what you want to happen as soon as you hit the throttle. Of course, if you want to shift through your own gears, there's a manual mode. So set it up to S. And then there are buttons to the side of the shifter right here. I wish I just went ahead and used those traditional shifter movements instead of buttons, but at least it's there, and I'm glad that I have it. Fuel economy on the Ford Everest has never been its main selling point. These are big, huge trucks. But you'll be glad to know that in the city, it can reach about 8 kilometers per liter. And once you get to the highway, it opens up to around 12 kilometers per liter. And that's not bad, considering all the power and torque available on tap. That's just fine with me. Safety features include 7 airbags, ABS with electronic brake force distribution. It's got stability control with rollover control. It also has hill start assist, and a number of other things that a lot of people don't even think about. Got a backup camera, rear parking sensors. And if you ask me, that's already a lot of features to ask for at this price point. The price point, by the way, for the Ford Everest Sport 4x2 starts at 1,928,000 pesos. Considering that a lot of its rivals in this price point don't even have the features that this thing has, that price is a steal. Brings me to ask the question, if you're in the market for one of those huge trucks, for example, in this case, the Ford Ranger Raptor. I mentioned this earlier. If you're in the market for a Ford Ranger Raptor, but you need the space, you need the third row seating, you need the cargo room. I mean, trucks have great cargo room, of course, but it's exposed, the bed's exposed to the elements. Now, you can always buy these accessories so that you can cover up the back, but you might as well went ahead and bought the SUV anyway. Plus, there's the issue about the home team. Of course, the home team, they want to have that nice SUV where everyone has their own seats, can put all the stuff in the back. Now, a good concession would be this car, the Ford Everest right here, especially in this trim, the Sport 4x2 turbo trim. So there you have it, boys and girls. It's got the looks, it's got the power, and of course, that Ford tough heritage. What do you think of the Ford Everest Sport 4x2 Turbo? Drop us a comment in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you'll get alerted whenever we upload a new video. Once again, it's Roy Rolbus here from Zigwheels.Ph. I'll see you guys next time.